Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this beautiful I-cord bind off. I will be performing this bind off in the round, so to start I will remove my beginning of round marker. To set it up, we will be adding 3 stitches via a knitted cast on method. So to do that, you simply knit into this stitch, and then instead of sliding it off the end of the left needle, you slide your new stitch onto the left needle this way. And then you knit into that stitch, slide it onto your left needle. Sometimes you might need to use your thumbnail to keep them separate because they'll try to bunch up onto each other. I use my thumbs a lot to keep my stitches separate, and then one more. So that's 3 extra stitches. Then we will knit 2 in the usual way. And then normally you would knit these 2 stitches together through the back loop, but since I am doing this on my double knitting here, I'm going to treat each of these right and wrong side stitches as one stitch. So we will knit these through the back loop, like so, and as I said, I'm going to also catch this one because I'm treating these 2 as one stitch. So basically we're knitting 3 together through the back loop. Then these 3 stitches we will slip back onto the left hand needle again. And then again, knit 2 stitches, knit 2 or 3 together through the back loop, and slide all of those back onto the left hand needle again. And there you can see it's already forming. And you'll keep doing this all the way around until you get to the end, and then I will show you what to do there. For those of you also working on a duotone and kind of following along with what I'm doing to modify it, whenever you get here to the I-cord detail, you'll see here I've got one of the purl stitches next to the 3 I-cord stitches. So I'll go ahead and work this one with that purl stitch and the first I-cord stitch together. And then for the other I-cord stitches, we will work them individually as you normally would doing an I-cord bind off. So knit those 2 newer stitches, and then just these 2 through the back loop. And then when we get to this one again, we will knit those 3. Here I am now back at the end of the round, and I have cut my working yarn and threaded it onto a tapestry needle. I'm going to turn my work so that the live stitches are now on the needle in my left hand, and I will be grafting these live stitches to this part down here. It'll create a very seamless transition. So first of all, make sure the working yarn is in the right place, and then we're actually going to insert a needle through 3 stitches down here. First I'm going to find where 3 stitches are. I'm going to insert now the other end of my circular needle. You can also use double pointed needles here if that is easier. And then we're just going to do the Kitchener stitch. I have a whole video about Kitchener stitch, so if you need an in-depth tutorial on how to do that, go ahead and check that out. Click this thing up here. I'll show you very quickly on this just so you can see how it looks. And just like that, it's finished. You will go ahead and weave in the ends. Use this to tighten up anything that looks kind of loose, like that stitch is fairly loose, so I would go ahead and come down here. Just tighten it up a bit. And you can kind of weave it in through these stitches. And the beautiful thing about this double knitting edge is that whenever you're ready to cut your end, you'll simply insert it through the middle in this hollow part. Pull it tight and then snip it just like I do on stuffed animals, and it will disappear completely.